Hey there, this is Cheryl with Sew Glue and Cheryl 2. Apologize. I was on live on my personal page, and I'm like, oh, that makes things more complicated. That's why I couldn't find myself. So if you see the live red button at the top, it means I am live. You've caught me live. If not, please go ahead and in the comments, #replay. Let me know that you watched the replay, and I'm going to try now again. There we go. It means I am live. There we go. Gotta mute that so I can get the comments. But we're going to give it a minute or two to see if anybody joins today. So again, if you see the live button, you've caught me live with the red button at the top. If not, #replay. Let me know that you have watched me in the comments. We'll give it a minute or two. There's a lot going on, and it was a busy weekend, so I hope everybody else's weekend was good. I did have a memorial service that I attended on Saturday, and that was a friend of the family, my husband and I's, from a church that we went to a couple years back that actually had passed away from stage 4 cancer. And so it was a sad time on Saturday, but we managed to get an opportunity to sync up with some old friends that we hadn't seen for a while. So if you're coming in, please comment and tell me that you're here. Say hi. I'd love to have an opportunity to chat with you. What I wanted to do today was work on trying to finish this little Christmas journal and see if I can't complete one. Journaling or junk journaling is something that is very new to me, and so I am still learning some of the pieces of junk journaling. And so what I ended up doing was this was a kit that I got from Michelle with Pretty Pieces from Michelle, and I used like a Kleenex box type of cardboard. It wasn't specifically Kleenex box, but it was the cardboard from the Kleenex box, like a Kleenex box thickness. And there was this nice fabric, if you can see, that was in the kit. And so I took the envelopes, because these are envelopes you can see, and I still got the pocket open at this point, but it's envelopes, and it's kind of I think it's a neat way to do a journal that you wouldn't necessarily have an opportunity to do a journal. I never knew junk journaling existed, and so hi Amanda, thank you for coming in. Drop me a note in the comments and let me know. I'm happy to share with you and communicate. I'm going to be working on a junk journal. This is a junk journal that I had gotten from Michelle Kaser at Pretty Pieces by Michelle. And it didn't come with the backing. This is made out of just like a Kleenex box thickness cardboard. And then I covered it. I cut it out to be the same, just kind of a little bit larger than the pages on the inside. And it was, I don't have any of the envelopes here. Well, hello. Thank you for sprinkling. Kathy. I had to write it down because I am terrible with names. As I repeat and do things, I will be able to have an opportunity to remember them, but it's a matter of rinse and repeat in my brain. So I'm going to work on the Christmas journal, and the pages inside are just envelopes. So in the kit, she gave me the envelopes and the little cards that they were postcards. And then what you do is you glue the envelopes together. And next time, I have some envelopes of my that I had dug out, and so I'm gonna go in and I'll show you how to fold the envelopes together so that you can make your own junk journal. This one I just was looking to finish because you can see there's still some white pages. I've got the envelope pocket still open. Still, the jury is still out on whether I want all of them to have pockets or not, but it's kind of like a little mini pocket that you don't have to make at that point. And so I'll show you from the beginning. So when I put the cover on it, I had some paper that really looked good with this maroon, and it was in a packet, and I don't think I have the cover here anymore, but it's just some scrapbook paper. And I come from a long history of paper crafting ever since my son was born. So 22 years ago, I have paper crafted, and I have been doing scrapbook pages for him. So hang out with me Saturday morning before I have to go. I'm going to go crafting with some girlfriends on Saturday. But Saturday morning, I thought I'd come in and give you guys a little peek at the 22 years worth of scrapbook pages that I have been making. I have them all in binders, and it's kind of crazy after looking at it. I have like 4 large binders that I still, so my goal is the day that he gets married, I want to bring out those binders so that I can embarrass him. It's probably going to not embarrass him at all, but it'll be fun for his mom. Anyway, so this is kind of what I was looking to do. I had started the process by putting some of the paper in the background, and then I made a pocket here, and you can see I had some lace that was just lace I bought like on Amazon a long time ago. And so I started saving, so my son cleaned out his room, a little, I guess he was not going to be mad at me because he doesn't watch my lives. So he won't be mad at me for telling you the truth, but his room was really messy. And so I had him come home from college and clean his room. So we went through all of the boxes and everything that we had boxed up for him. And he had like a stash of those gaming cards. And I said, oh, give those to me because they're not any good after you use the points off of them. You can reload them if you go back, but he doesn't go gaming very often. He's a college student. He's not focused on playing video games anymore like he was when he was a kid. So I took those cards and put them in like a box. I have a box of them that I stash. It's tucked in under my table. But I saved them because I thought, oh, those would be great little things to stash away. So I just I put the paper on the back and then put a different paper with some washi tape. And I figured, I dug out I have it sitting right here. So maybe I'll put a little Christmas sticker on here or something for Christmas. And then I punched out a piece of paper from the Christmas paper. And I have like punches that do those cool little embellishments you can see at the top and at the bottom. And so I punched those things out. And I thought, well, maybe I can put a solid green, which I pulled out some other paper that kind of matches the same paper theme, and I'll show you in just a second. But I thought maybe I would put some color on the back of this and kind of make it the decorative punch look like kind of pop with the color. So I did that. So I thought I would work on that today. And then I have some pages left here. I don't want to cover the little cards, but, and I'll flip the pages so you can see the cards. They were just so cute. I couldn't resist. And this is a little girl. And then this is my favorite page. I have dogs and I love dogs. And then the last page was just blank because there were not enough. I chose to put this card on the front page instead. And so it just gives me an opportunity to put like a belly band or something like that. And we can go over and do some of those things. But what we will do is we'll work on this little gem real quick first. So I have, since I am like multiple years of crafting, 22, crafting and scrapbooking, my first love was paper. And that was my first, as a crafter, addiction. Okay. So I had this big, huge holiday Christmas. It says "'Tis the Season," and it's a stack of paper, and it is by DCWV, which, oh, they don't spell it out for you on who it is, but I'm sure I've seen them around all of the time. This is the logo for them. And it is like super thick. I mean, it is like 2 inches thick of paper. You can see how much crazy Christmas paper that is. And so I dug through that to try to find some paper that matches the same kind of color coordination as the maroons and greens that I had already had out. So this is the new paper I pulled out, which kind of matches, I thought. So this has got a bunch of little, you can't see it because of the light, but it's got a bunch of real faint little ho-ho-ho-hos across the page. And then I chose, if I can get them apart, this one, which I really liked. It has all kinds of words for Christmas, like jingle bells, merry and bright, peace, frosty. And it was the kind of the darker red, the maroon color. And I thought, all right, that works. And I picked out this nice stripe one because I thought it would be a nice contrast for some of the checkerboard that I was showing you. Here it is right here. From the original pack of Christmas colors. So I thought this would be a nice contrast to that. The greens don't quite match, but the maroons do. And if I have it on a separate page that's not directly across from the checker, I thought that would work. So, and then this came in the original pack. It has like the dots on it. So I have a lot of paper options ultimately. And then in that Christmas pack, there was some stickers, and then some like more of a 3-dimensional sticker in that pack. You guys know the packs, like they come with paper and then the stickers. Well, that's what that was. So I thought, we're going to start using some of that. And then I did dig out, I have a big old, I'm sure many of you guys have this, just a big old honkin' thing of like collection of Christmas stickers and stuff. So I thought I would dig through there to find some stickers to put on some of this stuff. But I really wanted to finish the journal. So I'm going to stop talking long enough to find the piece of paper. And of course, as one of my friends, Sib, at the Crafty Shack, or Sib's Crafty Shack, was talking about, the little gremlins have come and grabbed that little piece of paper that I had punched out. I'm sure it's here. It's just mixed up in all of this paper mess. Where did I, of course, did I take it out? Oh no, aha, good. Okay. So there's a couple different things I want to do here. I'm going to grab a piece of the paper that I have a couple different things I'm going to try. So first I want to put green behind this so that you can see the punches, where the punches are up here. You can see that a little bit better when it gets a little bit closer. So I thought I would do that first. And not only that, but the layers of paper will make it a little bit thicker so that it'll slide in and out of the pocket a little bit better. So I found, and it's amazing what you find when you're digging through your junk. I found this, it's called Dual Tip Glue Pin. It's acid free, you know, so all of the things that you want for, I don't know if you can see that very well, but it is maybe, oh, there you go. And I have no idea where I got these. Do not know. It's amazing. And then I dropped the cap. It's amazing when you go through your stuff and start organizing what you find. Because I was organizing and discovered I had these, and I thought, oh, wonder if this will be good for journaling. So we're going to try it. Otherwise, I'm going to go back to my good old Beacon 3-in-1 because I love that stuff. And I did pull out from my scrapbook and Pages and Days the double-sided tape. But I wanted to see how this worked. And if it wrinkles the paper. You know, I've had a real love-hate relationship with glue. And so I've not found anything that I like. And I've seen some of the other crafters. And let me get this. I get this paper off. So that if I put glue on the work surface, I just have some craft paper down on the table to help keep my work surface. So confessions time again is because my office is my craft room and my craft room is my office. I spend a lot of time in this room, but there's not tons of space. It is a Cracker Jack box size. It is super small. And so the only space I had to set up a table is what I'm working on is a card table. And so that card table is very small and condensed. And so I have to try to use the space wisely. And I don't have tons of storage space in this room as well. So I'm like sitting, I have stuff stashed under, you know, you guys know how it goes and you get it. I am going to go ahead and cut this out. Now I'm going to see, I don't know if I can, is it this punch? No, it's not. Is it this punch? No, it's this punch. So I have a few punches. This is a Fiskars punch. I don't know if you can see it. It has 3 options. You can do 3 different corners. And so I'm going to see if I were to do that again, am I going to mess it up? Oh, it cut it out. Okay. Not exactly what I was wanting to do. Thinking about it, because originally the point was to be able to put the green, but I'll have to do the other side just to make the match. But I don't have to do the bottom. So that's what happens when you talk and you get to go in and you like forget really what direction you were doing. But okay, so that's made it a little bit thicker. So you can see kind of here at the bottom where the punches were. I glued them and now there's green showing through them. Was going to do that with the top 2, but didn't realize or think about the fact that if I punched it again, all of the holes would get punched again. Silly me. But boy, I've got just a mess from all of the punches and stuff. Okay. Pardon me. Let me take a sip real quick. I don't want to go into a coughing fit. I know if I get warm, and I'm still recovering from several weeks back, a cold. And it was something similar to like what Michelle Kaser is going through right now, where if you get warm, or there's still clearing, my lungs are still clearing out with a lot of the stuff, and so I have this like seriously annoying dry cough, and so I apologize. And if I talk too much, sometimes it starts me coughing. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to lay. So I chose the ho ho ho, the green ho 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 paper to, and I'm going to grab because I just have glue all over my, okay, glue all over my fingers, and I need to grab a wipe. There we go. So that I don't keep touching everything and end up sticking. Okay. So I ended up taking this green, it has the ho-ho-hos all the way across it in a little pattern. And so what I ended up doing is gluing that down and to the back of it so that it can be two-sided. And I'm going to go ahead and use my scissors to kind of cut that out. It's actually giving it a little bit more thickness as well. On this particular piece, I wanted to just play with the punches a little bit, and so that's why I didn't use the cards. And I brought out, so here, actually, so that other card was made out of one of these, just in its plastic. So, and I have several of those. I have, one of the things that I started to collect, which my husband, you know, he shakes his head like, really, woman? It's almost, he's like, I'm becoming a junk collector. But I started collecting, so they send you the junk mail. The credit card companies send you the junk mail where you get these like little cardboard, they're like fake credit cards. And so I started snatching those up and saving those, because those make great, you can cover the side, the back, and the front, and you can make another little tag to go in like the hideaway pockets. So I started, and the same thing, you can make stash with like the game cards, like the playing cards. So those are all options to be able to use and or make tags. So I'm gonna cut this one out real quick. Just trying to cut out the little details, because this one I'm gonna leave not punched out. But I just want to get the corners. This one now has, you can't, it is white, but that's okay. So you can see here's green, these are white, and then you flip it over to the back and I have black. So I have now a space where I can, I don't have a stamp, but if you had a stamp, you could stamp this with with journal lines, or you can just draw your own journal lines, which I've been known to do, is draw my own journal lines with a ruler. And so you can take that and stick that back in its pocket. Now that it's kind of a little bit thicker, it will slide a little bit better, and you can stick it into the pocket. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to go to page 2. So this page has just the green on it. So maybe I will come back and try one of the newer papers that I pulled out. Oh, you get the credit? Yes. They're super annoying. Well, hi, Sibs. Thank you for joining. Thank you for sprinkling. Yeah, I get those all the time. I get more of those credit card cards than I do anything else in the mail, which I'd almost rather have junk mail than bills. Don't get me wrong, but it's like, you'd think, how much money could a credit card company save by not like mailing so much junk mail? It's crazy. So I think what I'm going to do is let me measure. I think this first one I'm going to, on this first page, I think I'm going to go ahead and cover this. I'm going to cover the pocket. And I think what I need to do probably, maybe I can drip a little bit of glue behind there to see if it seals. We're going to give it a shot, folks, because this is brand new to me. And Sib, who is like an expert in junk journaling now, is probably laughing at me at the moment because I am just trying. This is all new. So yeah, so Michelle Kaser at Pretty Pieces by Michelle had the kit with the envelopes and the cards. So I got the envelopes and the cards, and then she had this fabric that she had put in there for the junk journaling, kind of as a oh yeah, I love paper. Scrapbook paper is my thing. But so I by watching Sib at Sib's Crafty Shack, by watching Vicky at This Chick Crafts, by watching a variety of the crafters on like Sensational Creations event group, as well as the Sacred Treasure House. I've learned a lot just about junk journaling. And so I made the cover out of, it was cardboard. It wasn't specifically a Kleenex box, but it was the cardboard as thick as a Kleenex box, if that makes sense. And then I kind of measured how big I wanted my cover, and I kind of scored it a little bit in the center to make sure that it would fold. Just learning that from, some of the women that I've seen do junk journals. And then I covered the fabric on it and did the lace. I had a pack of paper that it was Christmas, and so it had these 3D stickers in it, and so it has Merry Christmas on the front of it. And I don't even remember who I watched that showed how to do, it was Vicky at This Chick Crafts, on how to use the like string to hold your signature inside of your cover. So I am a good learner. I have to watch it several times to get it, but I got it. So thank you, Sib. And yes, no, you say you're a novice, but you really pull it off pretty well. It is really cute. So what I think I want to do is, on the first page, is I just glued it down so that the pocket is not open. And I think what I'm going to do is measure that real quick to make sure that I can get a piece of paper cut. And I think what I will do is I will cheat by marking on my ruler, because sometimes it's a little bit easier. And I will measure, okay, that's the same. And get my paper cutter out. It does have, my paper cutter has a ruler. The only thing it doesn't have is it doesn't have the lines to score things, which I'm like, it's okay. Use what you have. And then you can score things when you need them by doing a variety of different things. You can even, if you need to score it, lift up your little flap. So if your paper cutter has a flap that lifts up, you can lift it up and use that, just that ridge that is there. You can use that for scoring. That's kind of, I faked it, and that's what I ended up doing. I did not. I have confession here again is that there is only I was only able to purchase one, and so I chose to get one kit, and I had to kind of pick what that was. And so I chose the Angel kit from Michelle Kaser, which at the Sacred Treasure House, they're all doing for the Christmas party. If you guys haven't done that or signed up for that, they're doing a Christmas party. And I think some people might still have kits left, but I chose to do the Angel kit from Michelle Kaser. So, I didn't purchase that one because I could only pick one. And so I decided I really liked the Angel. So in the future, there will be an opportunity in the future for me to be able to pick up some more things and possibly do, some of the, I loved it too. That's why I chose it. But there'll be an opportunity for me to do. Did I just cut that the wrong way? I just cut that the wrong way because I was too busy talking. So we're going to do it this way first. And I just lost what I was saying. Live brain is a real thing, folks. Oh no, I did do that right. Sorry, folks. I tossed it on the floor because I was like, oh, did I not do that right? But I did do that right. You got to really think about it, especially when you have paper with words. Yeah, maybe we will. Maybe we will. Sib had noted that maybe she and I will be doing kits for Sacred Treasure House or something, but yeah, we'll see. We will see. And then no, you're so good. Sib, you are so fine. We all have been there and totally get it. Hi, Angela. Thank you for coming in. So I am, for those of you who are watching this Hot Mess Express at the moment, I'm working on Michelle Kaser's little junk journal. And so this is as far as I gotten, and I thought maybe I would like to finish it. It's about time I finish something. So I decided to work on finishing it. It's really, really adorable. I love the cards that came in the kit. And so I have gotten this far. So now it's just a matter of like finishing the white pages that are still white and then adding the tags, the pockets, all of those things that go in it. Neither did I, Sib. I did not think I would be here today. And I am so grateful for you and Michelle and Angela. Everybody has been just so wonderful and very supportive. This is like, I don't know where else you could go in this world and not and have a supportive group other than a support group, right? Going to a support group, yeah, I get it. But coming into the crafting community, everybody has welcomed me with open arms and has just been such a blessing to me. and my lack of knowledge, shall we say, for how to get what I need to get done. And so I just am overwhelmed and full of appreciation. So let me move these papers out of the way so that, goodness gracious, space is not of plenty here. Okay, so I think that works okay. This glue doesn't seem to be doing too bad, so I'm going to keep using it. I still have to kind of spread it out with my finger. But it is, for those of you, it is something I was cleaning out and organizing because with such a small space, I have to do that often. It's called a dual tip glue pen, and it's like acid free. Let me see the package. I do not know. Oh, it's the Paper Studio, and I bought it way back when it actually cost $4.99. And I have no idea. I don't know anywhere. I do not know where I got it. Pardon me. Could be anywhere. I got a dry throat, so I apologize. I start coughing. But anyway, so I wanted to try my hand at the junk journaling because I love paper crafting. And Saturday morning, my plan is, and I'll put in a post on what time, but my plan is I have to go crafting with some of my girlfriends. And I don't know if they'll let me or not. They may not let me go live during that time, but maybe we can do a reel to kind of show you what we're working on. But, oh, it's a brand from Hobby Lobby. Okay, thank you, Sib, because I had no idea. We have a Hobby Lobby, we have a Michaels, and then we have Dollar Tree, and there is Family Dollar, which they consider here two separate stores. Yeah, I know they're all together in the same branch, but most of the stores around here are Dollar Tree. The Family Dollars are out in like the smaller towns that are surrounding the Boise area, and so I've never stepped through a Family Dollar, so I don't know what's all in there. But yeah, so there, and I don't ever buy anything, so I probably did not pay $4.99 for that at Hobby Lobby. I probably purchased it when it was on a discount because I'm always, when I go there, I'm always looking at their sign, you know, what has the percentage off. So I can get the 40% off. I'll buy whatever is, or I'll keep an eye on like that section that has all of the holiday stuff and they blow them out. Hi, Marianne. Welcome in. I am working on my journal today, the Christmas journal. I know you've been so supportive at watching a lot of my Christmas, or a lot of my little reels. And so I've talked about this journal in my reel. But I think what I want to do is, let's see, maybe do something like a belly band on this page, because then what I can do is I can tuck all kinds of things in the belly band. And a belly band is something you can either, what I've learned, especially from Ray today, I saw her belly bands were like holding pages together, which were really cool. I saw her in the Sensational Creations, and it's something with blueberry. Sybil will have to help me out. I'm doing good today, Marianne. Thank you for asking. I'm doing really good. I'm happy to be back and be able to go live. It was a busy, challenging weekend, but got it done. So in this particular thing, what I can do is I can glue it at the top and glue it at the bottom. So I'll do that and I'll show you, but I want to trim it because I don't know if I want it this complete thick. If I make it that thick, it's going to cut off a lot of those words. So I'm gonna shorten it to the page size I want first, I think, to the length of the page. And then what I will do is I'm going to trim it down just a little bit. I don't want it quite as thick, because if I have it so thick, it's going to cover that paper. And I don't want, and of course, save every piece of paper you get when you're cutting your junk journals, because you can reuse it on another page. And so I think what I'll do is I will glue this. Let me put a little bit of glue on the top. You have to be really cautious with the amount of glue, because if it spreads, then it shortens the amount of space that you have to tuck. Learned that lesson the hard way on a pocket. Ended up I did half of a page of pocket, and because I didn't pay attention to the glue, I could only put a teeny tiny little card in a pocket. So we're going to let that dry for a second. And then we can think about maybe making a card to go in. Let's see. Actually, let's dig into this box and see all these different cards I have. So I have some playing cards that I, again, found as, cleaning. So these cards came from the casino. So one of the casinos. This one was specifically Wild Horse Casino. You could, when you go to the casino, they sell their cards a lot. What they do is they drill a hole through the cards so that they can't be used again at the casino. And or you can't use them to pass them off, because there's all kinds of things. People count cards and then hide cards. Go see Lisa Mary before she ends her live. Yes, thank you, Sib, for coming in. I appreciate it. Appreciate you checking things out and watching. So you can take the card, just a card, and what we can do is we can cover it and have it slip into the pocket. So you can have it, and after I get paper on both sides, it'll make it a little bit thicker, so it'll probably sit in there. And then we can add a hanger tie to it or something like that. But that's what we'll do. And I will, let's do this. Let's do one, since I have let's see, does that fit? Oh yeah, it does. So I can get more out of this paper. So I'm going to just cover both sides of this with a couple different colors of paper. I think I chose this kind of maroon, kind of solid paper. And then, so I'm going to use this glue, and I will go in and around. I'm going to use my finger to spread the glue so that it doesn't start wrinkling. And okay, we can add lace. I didn't dig out any of my lace or ribbon today, but happy to show it when it's all complete. My goal is to only be on for an hour today because there's a lot going on every day of the week. There's like something going on, events or something, and so people's time is busy, and I just appreciate you coming in and watching and letting me know, chatting with me, because it's lonely here when you don't have anybody watching. I had to do reels for so long. Facebook has a requirement that if you you set up a business page, you have to get 100 followers. Once you get 100 followers, that seemed to be a chore. But I never knew that waiting 60 days was going to be like forever. It seemed like, I thought pregnancy was like the worst thing. Waiting those 60 days, especially when you're anxious to be able to go live and talk to people, was excruciating. So I did a lot of reels during that time, kind of talking about the different crafts I had done. And I don't know if anybody really recommended that or not, but because I don't remember, but I was getting help from Sib at Sib's Crafty Shack, and I was getting help from Michelle Kaser with Pretty Pieces by Michelle. She was helping me out by helping try to promote me and help me get the followers, and then kind of giving me tips and clues on things to do that I could do for my particular, kind of get my viewership up, those kinds of things. And so it was really helpful. Do I have enough for that? Oh, I do. What do you know, folks? That never happens. I chose this, so I have, this piece is just big enough for the card, so I'm going to put it on the other side. So I've taken that card and I've covered one side of it with the red paper. I'm going to do the green paper on the other side. So I'm going to use the glue real quick and get that down, and then we can pick out, let's see if I have some stickers we can put on there. You could also take this, once you get your card paper on your card, you can decorate it however you want. You can make pockets on the card for the card to go in the pocket. You can put stickers. You can do all kinds of things. It's your imagination. Go crazy. Run wild with it. And you can make just about anything that if you can imagine it, you can do it. You can make it. Oh, hi, Lydia. Oh my gosh, I am so honored. Like, Paint Party with Lydia is in the house, folks. I am so excited to thank you, Lydia, for supporting me. I really appreciate this. It's very nice of you to do this, especially you. You are like crazy busy, and your life is maniac sometimes, it sounds like, when you're describing it online. So I am honored to have you joining and watching. I consider you kind of one of the OGs. So thank you for joining, and thank you for letting me know that you were here. Oh, Sib had to drop off because she had to go support Sensational Creations. I think Lisa Mary was having her live right now, and that's until I can get in. I have gotten into Sensational Creations event group, so I'm going to get an opportunity to work in that group, and I wrote it down because, our memories. Mine is really bad. So on the 22nd, I will be going on at, I think, 4 p.m. Central. I'll have to double check the times. And then the 29th. So coming up here in December, I'll be able to do some events. I have to kind of manage it with my work and everything. You just came up from downstairs and you were going to go visit your mom. Oh, but you got lazy and you're going to go do it tomorrow. It takes a lot. It takes a lot. Oh, thank you for sprinkling, and I appreciate that. That's very helpful. I want to join more groups. The only challenge I have is that time. Because I have to work 8 to 10 hours a day. I never know for sure. If everything goes all good, then I don't have to work 8. I can only work 8 hours. And I work in the software industry. So that's kind of why if something goes horribly wrong with the software, then I end up working longer days. So I never know. It's just one of those things. And so I don't want to say, I'm just afraid that I can't commit the extra time to all of the other groups. You love doing events. You couldn't do it this week because you were so busy. Yeah, well, I appreciate you taking the time out of your calendar just to join me for the event. One of the things, so let me ask you guys, I need to do an auction. I know it's not the easiest thing to do is to sell your already crafted items. But what I need to do is I need to raise money for my husband's, his mission trip. And I offered him, the proceeds to my sale. And so I was curious to know if I were to do that on like the Saturday after Thanksgiving. From your experience, is that not a good time, or do you think that that would be a good time because a lot of people are shopping in the holiday spirit and want to purchase things to give as gifts, those kinds of things? Or it could be completely opposite. It could be like total bust. So I'm looking for a little bit of feedback and maybe a little bit of suggestions or thoughts, because I really don't know. I don't know how to pick what would be best. So if you're willing to give me a little bit of feedback, I would love it. Anybody. It's open to anybody. So what I took the card. So all I did was I had one of these cards from the casino, and I made, ultimately I made a belly band from the previous page, and I just made something to stick in there. And so I didn't dig out, let's be honest. I have to dig it out because I have a consolidated mess in this one little teeny tiny space that is called my craft room. Oh, no worries. I can repeat myself. I'm good. Yeah, events do take a lot of time and a lot of work because you gotta be able to plan for what the craft is. But, so my husband has gotta go on mission, and I have to go to, I offered to him that I would sell some of my craft items to support him. And so, let's see, it could be a good time. Advertise it as soon as you can and know you are going to do it. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for that, Kathy. I appreciate that. Yeah, I was thinking about on the Saturday after Thanksgiving doing like probably only an hour, and I would auction off half. I have like 30 items that I need to auction, and the proceeds that for what I sell those items for, except for the shipping, would go to his mission trip. And so I didn't know if doing an auction right after a big holiday was a good time or not. And so that's what I was thinking, because that Saturday, I don't have to work. I don't have anything planned. I can pick a time to where it kind of happens in the afternoon for Eastern time, midday for the Mountain and Central time. So that was kind of what I was looking for, a little bit of feedback. And I thank you, Kathy, for that. I appreciate that. I have videos that my son did. I sent him to college to learn how to do videos. And so I had him do videos of all of my crafted items so I could run the video on Facebook. So I'm going to do that after we get done here. But so I took that card, I made this, and this is the book. So this was a kit that Michelle Kaser had put together. So it had the envelopes, and then it had these little cards. And so this is a cute little card. So you can see the envelopes, and this one still has the pocket open. And so really it's now about covering the last pages and working on pockets, and the things you specialize in, Lydia, is the ephemera. So I got to work on doing some of that stuff. And I made the cover, but she gave me, in the kit, she gave me the fabric. So, let's see. I just have to go for it because I never know. Yeah. I appreciate that. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just working on trying to finish this up, getting things to the ephemera to kind of stick in the pockets. I have a bunch of stickers. So let's see if one of these stickers will fit. Oh, I even have letters too. So if I wanted to put something in there. Winter Wonderland or Happy Holidays. We could do a Happy Holidays. This is a sticker. It says Happy Holidays. Let's put it on the green side. I'll make it. And I didn't dig out my, there you go. So I got that one. I have like another whole mess of stickers and stuff, but I'll spend the time off camera doing and digging for that. But so I kind of started with that, and I think what I could probably do is add some things to it, or some lace or something to make it as a little pull tag. But as I start sticking things and creating things, I can stuff them in here so that it kind of have that little belly band that I learned about from the very, very knowledgeable crafters. I've watched Lydia, I've watched Sib, I saw today, I saw Ray with Blueberry Hill, Crafts by Blueberry Hill or something like that. I don't know, I have to go back and actually look up her name. But, so, yeah, and then I had saved, so I'm thinking maybe I'm going to try to use this pocket somehow. Not sure how I'm going to do that yet. But, we can cover, there's not much time left anyway. I wanted to just stick to an hour of crafting today. But, so the people want to buy, they will, yeah, and advertise after your auction, show remaining items. I've got a few sales on a replay. Oh, okay, that's a good idea, a good suggestion, thank you. I appreciate the time. I am offering prayers, so if anybody still needs prayer, Marianne, I have your list. If there's anybody else you want me to add to the list, I am taking prayers. I am happy to close and pray for anybody who needs prayer. And thank you. I appreciate it, Lydia. I appreciate your support. Yes. Marianne is saying hi. Hi, Lydia. But thank you guys so much. I have really loved having the opportunity to be able to come on live. I've loved having the opportunity to be able to build the community with everybody. And I know going live at times where there are all kinds of other events going on, I just appreciate you guys spending the time with me and watching. And if there's anybody that needs prayers, I'm happy to pray for you right now. Otherwise, I'll give it a minute. Pray for your friend Wendy. Back pain after a fall. Oh no, that's terrible. Bad back pain. Ooh, I hope that there wasn't any damage. But yes, okay. Well, let me pray, because I have Marianne's list here as well. Oh, dear Lord, we come to you with thanks and gratitude. We appreciate your time and your efforts, and we give you the glory for the provision, because crafting is not cheap, and you are the one that provides us the provision to be able to do the crafting, Lord. And I thank you so much for bringing me such wonderful friends, Lord. I am coming to you with prayers for Lydia's friend, Wendy, who has hurt her back, and she is having terrible back pains, Lord. And we just plead the blood of Jesus over Wendy and ask that you lay your loving and healing hands on Wendy's back, specifically in the areas you know where that pain is for her, Lord. And we just ask that you lay your healing hands on Wendy's back in order to heal it so that she has no longer, that the pain is completely absolved, that there is no longer back pain, that she can move freely at will, and there's no concern about any other injuries within her back. We know you have the ability and to be able to heal, Lord. And then, Lord, we still want to keep in mind Marianne's family. They are going through a lot of turmoil, Lord, and we just ask that you wrap your loving arms around that family, give them guidance, give them knowledge and the wisdom to make the right decisions for their family, and to keep you in mind as they are making those decisions, Lord. And we ask that you keep Marianne in mind as well, that you lay your loving hands on her, as she is a warrior. She is a prayer warrior. She's keeping that post for prayers for everybody else but herself, Lord. And we just ask that you lift her up, because she is one of your soldiers, Lord. And we have a friend of Marianne's that is a believer, but maybe not necessarily in the way that you are asking us to step deeper into that belief, Lord. And we just ask that you show yourself in that person's life, and that you make it obvious that it is you that is pulling those strings, Lord, in her life. And Lord, we just want to thank you for your grace, your love, and the opportunity to be able to minister to others. In your name we pray. Amen. Thank you. She has been in pain for months with fractures. Okay. Are you willing to give me her first name? Because I can pray a little bit more direct. If not, it's okay. I'm going to write her down, because what I do is not only do I pray during my lives for healing, but I continue to pray for those people throughout the week. And so if there is any other prayers out there, okay, just the thing. Andrea, I'm sorry. There's so many of you that don't have your name in your, so, hi, Andrea. It's good to see you. I'm glad that you're here. I was just wrapping up. I'll show real quick what I was working on. I was working on this little journal that I got the kit from. Wait, you did say Wendy. You did say Wendy. Oh, so she's the one. Is she? No, that's Lisa that we're having a benefit, or there's a benefit for tomorrow. But Wendy has back pain. Okay. You did. I'm sorry. You did say that, and I totally spaced it. Because I think I've heard people talking about her. And the fact that she doesn't know if she has to have surgery, right? Okay. Okay, so I have that noted. Andrea, I know you're a woman of God, but do you have any prayer requests? Simply Bewitching Crafting. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Lydia. You did tell me her name, and I totally spaced it. Sorry. I'm still learning about this live brain. It's like a wacky thing. I'm going to write that note, simply bewitching. By Wendy. Okay. All right. Well, thank you guys. I don't know, Andrea, this is what I was working on. This is a little journal I had gotten from Michelle Kaser at Pretty Pieces by Michelle. And she'd given the cards, and the pages are made by envelopes. So if you can see, there's a pocket. And I was just trying to, I was doing more talking than crafting. And I didn't know that that was actually a thing, but that's a thing too. So I am like, oh my gosh. Oh, uh-oh. Yeah, the brain battery is always in low. Prayers for lost loved ones. Yes. Thank you. All right. Oh, and now my husband's on live. Hi, babe. I'm almost done. And we can get dinner and we're gonna go to church tonight. So thank you guys. Thank you, Andrea, for supporting me. Thank you, Lydia, for your time and joining me. I know you're such a busy person, and I just appreciate it. Thank you, Marianne. And I don't know if it'll actually do it or not. Let me see if it'll let me. Oh, I have to turn it on first. It says you got to turn it on before you do hand reactions. You got to turn it on. Okay. All right. I will let everybody go. I want to thank you guys. I appreciate it. I will keep everyone in my prayers, and have a blessed Monday evening. Bye-bye.